NFL 78 continues from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City as the Seattle Seahawks go against the Kansas City Chiefs. And today, a quarterback matchup of the veteran Mike Livingston of Kansas City. He comes off a strong game, although in defeat in overtime last week against San Diego. Matched up with Jim Zorn of Seattle, the AFC's top passer, the young man who has become a folk hero in Seattle. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert along with Paul McGuire, and we say that Livingston comes off a strong game. In fact, Paul, Kansas City has played well over the last 4 games. However, the bottom line, they've won only 1 of those games. They are 2 up and 9 down, while Seattle comes in at 5-6, and they come off a tough loss at the hands of the oncoming Baltimore Colts. And Seattle now with that record of 5 up and 6 down with that very impressive offense. We talk about quarterback Jim Zorn and, of course, Steve Largent. And a running back who many people around the country are not that familiar with at this point, although out in Seattle they are well familiar with this guy, David Sims.
Well, David Sims, he leads the National Football League in touchdowns, and they're all rushing. And if Kansas City really wants to stay in this football game today, they have to stop this man. David Sims, a good football player, and runs very well with the football, as it's obvious because of the 10 touchdowns.
Kansas City also has another problem. Talk about the running game of Sims in tandem with number 47, Sherman Smith, but that other problem is number 80. Bum Phillips of Houston traded away Steve Largent a couple of years ago, says it's the worst trade he ever made.
For him, not for Seattle. Now, Seattle, here's a man that's caught 46 passes, but I think the thing that's most impressive is that it's over a 17-yard average. He also has 5 touchdowns. He's an excellent football player, good receiver. I like to see this man catch the ball because he can catch in a crowd, and he doesn't worry about being hit.
Seattle, as many of you are aware, a high-powered offense, team of the future. They have really done extremely well for an expansion club. And from the Kansas City point of view, it will be a tremendous chore for their defense to stop this ball club. I know they are delighted with the play of a couple of rookies up front, particularly the young man, number 2 draft pick, by the name of Dirty, and I say that affectionately. He is a rookie by the name of Sylvester Hicks.
Well, Sylvester Hicks leads the team in sacks. He's the man they depend on. He's only a rookie. He's got another rookie at the right end, and he's got another rookie in the middle. So it's going to be exciting for me to see if Kansas City can get to Zorn.
And it will be the wing T offense of the... Paul, this afternoon here at Kansas City, the Seahawks of Seattle will be taking a close-up look at that wing T offense of Kansas City's Marv Levy, and we discussed it earlier. I get the feeling you are not one of the great fans of that wing T offense.
I'm really not. I just don't see how a team, if you get behind, can catch up with the wing T. You have to throw the football. About 4 weeks ago, I did the Kansas City-Pittsburgh game. In the game, it was 20-3 at halftime. Pittsburgh was ahead. I said on the air, if Kansas City wants to get back in this football game, they have to throw the football. Now, into that game, Livingston threw the ball, I think, 86 times. In that game, he threw 28 times. They almost came back and won. Last week, he threw 27 times. They almost won against San Diego. They have to throw the ball instead of controlling it.
This offense that was virtually abandoned by the National Football League some 20 years ago. Kansas City Chiefs have been utilizing it, and as we mentioned, the end result, record of 2 up and 9 down. That about wraps things up for NFL 78.
NBC Sports presents the best of the National Football League, the American Football Conference.
And we welcome you back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri, as the Seattle Seahawks take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Hi, everybody. Marv Albert along with Paul McGuire. And Paul, about this time, with things winding down and both the AFC and the NFC, still a whole batch of playoff positions that are up for grabs. You look at Denver, 7-4, Oakland Raiders, 7 up, 4 down. Denver home today for Green Bay. Oakland is home for Detroit. Seattle at 5-6. Kansas City at 2 up and 9 down. In the AFC Central, Pittsburgh, 2 full games in front of Houston. The Steelers are home today for 1-10 Cincinnati. Houston has a game tomorrow night at Miami. And, of course, Cleveland 5-6, and the Bengals really suffering at 1-10. In the Eastern Division of the AFC, Miami Dolphins 8-3. The Patriots of New England 8 up, 3 down. New England playing the Jets at Shea Stadium in New York. Baltimore at 5-6, and Buffalo 3-8.
And in that Jet game, the Jets are up 7-3 right now.
And there is the man who has brought the wing tee that we discussed to Kansas City, Marv Levy.
Well, we'll get into the wing tee, and I'll try to show
How are you, young man?
how bad it is.
All right, you're going to call it loud and clear in the air. Tail! He called it tail.
They got two teams out there right now, Mark.
Which way you want to kick? That side, please. Kansas City will receive. Good luck.
All right, Kansas City to receive. As you look at today's officials, Seattle coming off the loss to Baltimore. Despite David Sims' third 100-yard rushing game of the season, Seattle has beaten the Jets, Detroit, Minnesota by 1, beat Oakland 27-7, beat the Chicago Bears, Seattle losing to San Diego, Pittsburgh, Denver twice, once in overtime, and losses to Green Bay and Baltimore. The club records. But as we keep mentioning and perhaps overstressing, that record shows 2 up and 9 down. You can really throw out those statistics. As you look at the offensive unit, the quarterback is Mike Livingston, and that wing tee with Tony Reed, Arnold Morgado, Ted McKnight. The strong safety, number 27, Autry Beeman. Offensive line, Matt Hergenhoff, Bob Simmons, Jack Rudney, Tom Condon, Charlie Getty. This is Morgado. He was a doubtful coming in, hot out of Hawaii, stopped by John Harris, the free safety, and right defensive end, Bill Gregory.
All right, the Seattle Seahawks defense, they're 10th in rushing defense, and we're going to see the number 2 rushing team. The defensive line, Ernie Price, Dennis Boyd, Bill Sandifer, and Bill Gregory. Good.
It is a 3rd and 3. And Livingston will throw for the first time, and he is right at the first down marker, and we'll have to wait and see where his forward progress will stop. McKnight was bumped, was able to pull away and able to pick it up. So a first down for Kansas City at their 34-yard line.
The linebackers for Seattle, Sammy Green, Keith Butler, and Terry Beeson in the middle. Good football player, Terry Beeson. The problem with Seattle, I think, is in their defensive backs. They're 3rd to the last in pass defense. Cornell Webster, David Brown, Autry Beeman, and John Harris.
Well, now the 2nd and 12 should be a passing situation as Larry Dorsey, number 80, has come on. And Livingston to throw for the 2nd time, throwing on the run, and he's got the tight end, Walter White. Hit down by Autry Beeman. So Walter White, a 4-year pro out of Maryland, with his 31st reception of the season, and he is just short of a first down.
Back to Walter White, who is one of their primary targets.
And it is Morgado collecting the first down. Arnold Morgado. It is a 2nd and 6 now at the 50. No score. We're early in the game as Reed goes in motion. And the ball carrier, Ted McKnight, on the slant, picks up 4 on the play.
We'll pull him out of there. If that ever opens up, he's gone.
Well, it sets up the 3rd and 2, and here is Morgado diving across for the first down.
Have to, but in the Miami case, they won a lot of football games. This team hasn't.
All right, first down play, and Reed comes spinning off the right side. Back in at the wide receiver now. They're the conventional throw set for this 3rd and 4. And Livingston will go to the air. And he completes it. MacArthur Lane looking for that first down marker and then bump back the other way. We'll have to hit.
Linemen, and they're holding 4 linebackers. What they have to do is start to blitz on that 3rd down and long situation.
First down, number 31. Nice move by Morgado. Mike Livingston thus far, 3 for 3, 21 yards. This time Livingston being chased by Green. Goes incomplete. Sammy Green, the left linebacker, in pursuit. But there is a penalty marker thrown down.
Morgado was in line with the ball.
Legal forward pass. Offense. Loss of down. Number 10.
Now you're going to see here, Livingston White. You see 21 Morgado. Look him at the bottom of your screen. Now he's covered. You see the linebacker, Keith Butler, 53's on him. There's just no place to throw the football, so Livingston throws the ball out of bounds, even though Morgado was there.
Let's see, up to the line, led by their quarterback, Jim Zorn, Sherman Smith, and David Sims. The most exciting quarterbacks in the National Football League has completed 56%, 10 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. David Sims has...
When he calls signals.
All right, the Seattle receivers, Sam McCullum. Steve Largent, second in receiving the AFC with 46 catches, and the tight end is Ron Howard. Testament, who is playing with bruised ribs, 3-year pro out of Clemson. Nick Bebout, Tom Lynch, John Yarno, Bob Newton, and Steve August. Offensive line, long count by Zorn. And Zorn to throw for the first time, but down he goes. Art Still. The rookie out of Kentucky, #1 draft pick by the Kansas City Chiefs, who has been improving each week. Just under 38. Getting set to kick away to Eddie Payton, waiting at midfield.
Oh, he hit it.
Oh, nice hang time, Paul. This is Payton. Picking up a block. And fumbling. And it's recovered by Seattle.
That's better than the pass.
A long gainer, as it turns out, for the Seahawks. Smith and David Sims are the running backs. And this is Sims with a penalty marker thrown down. He tried the middle, picked up just a yard. And a flag on the play. Art Still on the stop.
Well, I think number 61, Don Parrish, the nose man, was the man that was offside with us.
Flanking him there is Parrish.
Well, he better either check his eyes or else he's not playing with a full deck.
Unnecessary roughness, number 53. First down.
Whitney Paul. That's after the play.
This penalty that has hit the Chiefs hard. And the fumble. Here's Smith. Try to make the turn, but could not get going. Strong safety Tim Gray staying right with him.
Well, here's the Kansas City defense. They're third in pass defense. Maybe that's why Zorn really hasn't thrown the ball up yet. The young defensive line, all first-year men, all rookies. Art Still, Don Parrish, and the man we talked about, Sylvester Hicks. Good football players. They're going to have a good defensive line when these guys get together. Linebackers, Whitney Paul, Dave Rosemick, Thomas Howard, and Clarence Sanders. Good defensive backfield. Gary Green, Tim Gray, Gary Barbaro, the weak safety, I think is one of the finest in football. In the right corner, Tim Collier.
Of Kansas City. And right now, looking at Seattle's 3rd and 5. And Zorn off the play action. He can run too, but he gets it away. And a great catch made by Largent. Gary Green bumping him out of bounds, but it's a first down for Kansas City. Off the play action. Zorn being chased, gets it away, and it is deflected, broken up. Both Rival and Largent downfield. Good rush by number 53, Whitney Paul. Hold. This will be a 40-yard attempt. He is only 2 for 7 from 40 and beyond, so let's see. And it was good. Herrera drilling it right through, and the Seahawks, with 44 seconds remaining in this first quarter, jump in front of the Chiefs by the score of 3-0. See right. Good hard hit on Walter White, the tight end, who makes his second catch of the day out of the 35-yard line. City, as we get underway, second quarter, 3rd and 4 for the Chiefs at the 35-yard line. Fumble by Livingston, can't find it.
He had a ball.
It is their second fumble recovery. Livingston could not find the handle. Herrera, Sims, and Smith are the running backs. Quarterback Zorn throwing on first down, and it is broken up. A hard hit on McCullum, number 84. Don Parrish, the Kansas City middle guard, dislocated his finger, but should be able to return. Offsetting penalties, making 2nd and 10 at the 31. That's Largent in motion. And Zorn pops it to Largent. Out of the 15 and brought out of bounds.
Still running the play. Maybe he's not blocking anybody. His assignment is just to center and get out of there.
2nd and 5 at the 10. Seahawks threatening. Again, it's Sims. And Sims able to break a tackle and bring it in. It appeared the play had stopped. That's number 11 on the season for David Sims.
Play is, they're running it to their left. There is absolutely no hole at all. He stops right here. Does not stop moving his feet, and watch when he moves back to the other side. Nobody touches the man. Touchdown. Well,
I've taken a 10-0 lead as you look at a happy coach Jack Patera. 10-0
to me until after about 4 years.
Livingston, who has really struggled, this time completes to MacArthur Lane. 2nd and 2, and Livingston to throw again. This time the swing for Reed, and Tony Reed's got the first down. Niehaus in on the tackle, and now a timeout is called by Kansas City. Headline: Kansas City trailing by the score of 10-0. With time running down here in the first half, Livingston again able to complete. And once again, we'll have to see where the forward progress was stopped.
So why use the wing T that gets you in so much trouble in the first place?
Now 2nd and 8 for Livingston as we resume. Oh, what a spectacular catch by Henry Marshall. Lots of stickum on the head of Henry Marshall on that one.
I guess.
No, Henry Marshall with a tremendous catch. Here's Livingston again. He's hot now, and he completes to MacArthur Lane.
It was really a high pass. Livingston he's got a good arm, but watch. You talk about stickum, you hit it right on the head, Marv. Watch this. Just a perfect catch. Brown was waiting for him to drop the ball.
They have a 3rd and 4 at the 27-yard line. And Livingston again to throw. This time goes to Dorsey. He's got him inside the 5. 10 seconds to go. They better hurry.
Out of bounds.
11 seconds remaining first half, and Livingston has it deflected away, goes incomplete.
Might be able to throw one more pass, a quick pass.
All right, this is a 20-yard field goal for Stenerud, so the Chiefs do get on the board now with 4 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, maybe the second half we're going to see some wide open football by the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they're going to have to, Marv.
The Chiefs are now trailing by the score of 10-3.
Well, the halftime stats are all in the favor of the Chiefs, except they're losing the ball game 10-3. And I just have the feeling when Kansas City gets the football that they're going to go back to wide open football again. They have to because of the last drive, as you mentioned, by Livingston.
Yard line for the Seahawks. Penalty marker down as you saw people jumping at both ends, and Zorn had to cover up.
Hold the ball, and they've got a break out of it.
Defense, number 61, first down.
Close game today. Jets were bombed out in the last meeting, 55-21. This time Sims has got the first down out of midfield. And Parrish makes the stop. It is a first down for Seattle. 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line. Here is Sims trying the left side and gets across the 45. Sanders and Rozenek. 3rd and 2 at the Kansas City 43-yard line. Now Sherman Smith breaking free down to the 20, down to the 10, and a 1st and goal for Seattle.
Look at Sherman. This is beautiful. Watch Barbaro, number 26. Goodbye. That is embarrassing. He just puts a good move, and he's right down the middle, heading for the goal line. Gray saves a touchdown.
Yeah, man, out of Miami of Ohio. Sims in motion. Again, it's Smith. And Merrill's inside the 5-yard line. Now. And Zorn pulling away with an immediate whistle, a flag thrown. A 3rd and goal at the 1. And Sherman Smith getting in close, but Hicks able to stop him.
4th down. All right, Coach, what do you do? Would you go for it? Would you go for it? I know they're not.
Paul, I was looking for Herrera to come on, and here he is.
Yeah, that's why I asked you, would you go for it?
No, I'd send Herrera in.
That's right. It's a good call. It really is. You take the 3 points and put you up by 10. Now they have to score twice in order to tie you.
And an 18-yard field goal by Efren Herrera to give Seattle a 13-3 lead. 9:08 left. 3rd quarter. Back Kansas City after the from Herrera. And this is Peyton. Back is the man in the middle. Horace Belt, man on the right wing, on the return, and
out here.
Acceleration. Out to midfield. Steve Rabel making the tackle. Horace Belt, number 35, on the return for Mike Livingston. Now in the regular pro set, as you say, the basic formation, but the fumble on the snap. Fortunately for the Chiefs, Livingston able to cover up. Again out of the pro set, 3rd and 13. And Livingston, who is 11 for 17, goes sideline but throws it away.
They held him here. The defense is putting it together a little bit. Now all they have to do is get the offense working. They're going to be all right.
Eddie Payton awaiting this Herman Weaver boot.
Bad kick.
He wasn't sure what to do with it. Clarence Sanders took it on a tricky hop.
So it bounced back in his face, and he didn't have anything else to do. He had to either take the ball or let it bounce off him. He did the smart thing. He grabbed it and started to run with it.
And yes, Paul, Marv Levy suddenly back to that pro set. And Livingston changed his mind. He started to go long. And then he changed his mind. That ball wasn't deflected.
No, what he did is he faked the pass, I believe, and he saw Walter White breaking down the middle of the field. He wanted to hold it back because White was just about to beat the safety man.
If that had been intercepted, that would have been long gone. Beautiful punt this time by Andrew Sisha. Fielded by Crawford. First thought it would go into the end zone, and that tossed. It took a Kansas City hop, and Crawford changed his mind. He thought it was sailing by him. 110 at Tampa Bay. Buccaneers now 5 and 7. 3rd down 6. 3.5 left. 3rd quarter. Off the play action. Zorn with time. Got watching to the 35. Out to the 40-yard line. Just shy of the 40. And a 1st down for Seattle. 9-yard pass play.
Play action pass, and Zorn rolls out to his right. And watch Largent come back again. You know that these guys work on this. Back to the ball and then picks up another 10 yards. That's just good football.
Now for Seattle at the 41-yard line. Now this is Sherman Smith pulling his way to the 43. 2:10 remaining in this 3rd quarter.
Offensive formation, the wing team.
3rd and 3 for Zorn. Off the play action. And it goes incomplete, intended for the tight end, number 81, John Sawyer. And Peyton able to cover up. He just plain lost that one.
He did. He started to run without the football. That's when all the players come up and said, that's okay. It's not okay.
Keith Butler. And on the stop.
Teams, and that's what's really kept Kansas City in the game.
Bailey and Reed are the running backs. Again, Bailey gets the call. Mark Bailey, who just checked in. And once again, it is Bailey. 3-yard line. That's McKnight in motion, and Morgado, from our angle, looked to pick it up.
He got the 1st down.
The 1st down at the 25-yard line. Number 22, McKnight on the sweep. Pushed out by John Harris. Number 44, the free safety.
All right, he gets out in front. Morgado's out there. He gets a good block, turns the corner man to the outside, and McKnight throws it.
Dorsey is left and Marshall right. And Livingston to throw again. This time deep. Oh, another spectacular catch by Marshall for a first down. Across the 40-yard line, a 21-yard pass play with Beeman and Webster. Fellow by the name of Otis Taylor. First down at the 40-yard line as Reed, with running room, gets to the 30. A 10-yard pickup for a first down. 11:45 left fourth quarter. Again off the fake. Tight end Samuel. Inside the 5. Tony Samuel. In his second year out of the third Brooklyn.
He just runs a play-action pass. He's got excellent protection. Samuels gets wide open down the sideline. Walter White, number 88, was also open down the middle. They weren't playing very good defense. John
Chiefs trailing 13-3. This is Reed off the right side. He's down to the 1. And Livingston surprising the Seahawks for a touchdown, hitting Ted McKnight. The Seahawks caught by surprise as Ted McKnight has scored his 5th touchdown of the season. Quarter, the Seahawk lead is cut to 13-10. We'll be back. 12 plays, 86 yards, 6 minutes and 15 seconds. And the Giants are 5 and 7. First down at the 29-yard line. This is Sherman Smith ripping off another pretty run out near the 40-yard line, a first down. This after spending time at 4 different colleges also.
Well, he's used to moving.
Zorn got Largent at the first down marker. And a penalty marker thrown down.
Logan makes a great block on the left-hand side. Zorn has all day to throw the ball, finds Largent across the middle. He picks up the first down, and I think we might have face masks right there. And that is a good call.
And a 1 up and 10 down Cincinnati Bengals on a Chris Barr field goal from 29 yards out, leading 3-0. Penalty marker thrown down. Zorn again looks for Largent, and he's got it! That was misplayed by Gary Green, the left quarterback. But a holding penalty appears to be on its way against Seattle. 3rd and 20 for Seattle back at their 46-yard line. And again, Largent cutting downfield the left side. This time Zorn can't find him.
He found him.
And now Largent came back. He came back to make that reception.
I love it. Sees Zorn in trouble. The only thing you think about doing is going back and helping him out, which he does very well. Catches the football. It doesn't get the first down, but at least they move the ball down the field.
Outsip Jefferson. Chiefs coming in at 2-9. Seattle looking for the 500 mark at 5 and 6. 3rd and 2 call as Morgado was smacked up. Terry Beeson is 4th and 1. Last time they did this, they did succeed. You may recall they had changed their mind. Right at the end of the 3rd quarter, time ran out. 4th quarter opened up, changed their mind. There it is. Big play for the Kansas City Chiefs. 4th and 1, deep in their own territory. And the handoff is to Morgado, and he's got the first down.
Livingston should be looking to Walter White, number 88, because the man is open.
City off the 24-yard pass play. 4th quarter. Kansas City on the move, trailing 13-10. And Livingston has been red hot. This time tipped, but Marshall comes up with it once again. Henry Marshall, the 3-year pro out of Missouri. 18 early 3rd quarter, giving Seattle a 13-3 lead. And Livingston hit McKnight to make it 13-10. Livingston deep for Marshall this time. Oh! Well, Webster had it and then could not hold on. Cornell Webster.
Now you take Marshall back across the middle again.
2nd and 10. Reed on the sweep. Reed fighting his way to the 35-yard line. Tony Reed with a good second effort. He picked up 8 on the play. Ball was fumbled, and it's recovered by Seattle. It is a 2nd and 17 at the 29-yard line. Important play here for Jim Zorn. Throws the middle. He's got Smith. But they stack him up, led by Clarence Sanders, number 50. Not allowing Smith to wheel for additional yardage. And again, the Chiefs stop the clock. Timeout called. 4. All right, Zorn able to unleash for Testament. And Testament is stopped across the 35-yard line. So the Kansas City Chiefs now get the benefit of that 2-minute warning. And also will get the football back. Punt. He has booted only 36, 34, 28 his last 3. This time gets hang time, although a very short punt. And down by Steve Rabel. So the Kansas City Chiefs now in excellent field position.
About 30 yards in order for him to be effective, I think.
Stenerud hit one from 20 yards out earlier in the ball game. All right, there's the screen set up.
Arthur Lane.
15-yard line.
Just a little slip screen out here to MacArthur Lane. Once he breaks to the outside, right here, there's just nobody to touch him. He picked up his blockers downfield, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Or actually ran out of bounds himself. Beeman.
First out at the 15-yard line. Here's Reed on the sweep, cutting inside the 10-yard line. Tony Reed inside the 10 with 1 minute and 25 remaining in this 4th quarter. And the pitch out is for Reed.
First down.
So Tony Reed has picked it up. Chiefs down 13-10, 27 seconds left. 4th quarter. And Livingston to throw with much time. Now here they come.
He's got MacArthur Lane on the other side and can't find him.
It is ruled complete. And the clock is stopped with 15 seconds remaining. All right, Reed with the reception, stopped by Beeson. And here is the 3rd and goal from the 1. And it is Reed. Fumble. And it's still loose now, recovered by Seattle. The Seahawks recover with 6 seconds remaining.
It's truly upset. Watch the play on the outside by number 22, Dave Brown. He's the man that really creates havoc. Then the ball still squirting around. Beeson, number 58, tried to pick it up. Seattle finally gets the ball. This game is over with.
The ball game has concluded, and the Seahawks have evened up their record at 6-6. And a disappointing ending for the Chiefs of Kansas City, who are coming on, but they lose it 13-10 to Seattle.
I do think that Kansas City is going to have to really take a hard look at that wing team, Marv, and come back, because they did a job when they went to the regular formation, throwing the football to Marshall and the other wide receivers.